send a required.
This is an order. Come to Annexure 2. This is your own document.
My lord.
This is a certificate issued by you.
Certificate.
Wrongful certificates making them deprived of their rightful claim for appointment. She writes Kumari, then it will be wrong. So she has to write Srimati. Now in the next column you say Pati, Suputra, Suputri.
Yes, my lord.
So you can answer this. You cannot say this like this. Allowed these three different columns, Pati, Suputra, Suputri.
My lord,
That means even a certificate can be put in name of husband. We want to know from you what is their basis.
Basis, as per commission, is a notification by the General Administrative Department published in
What is the
2011
requirement?
that it is in the same notice. It has been noted that
Under
the caste
under
certificate,
the law, where is the requirement? We want to know from that.
the commission in the counter affidavit is stating that we are governed by the circulars of the state government and
Yes, state government, why, what is the requirement?
My lord, a state government send a required.
This is an order. Come to Annexure 2. This is your own document.
My lord.
This is a certificate issued by you in name of her husband.
Yes, my lord.
Hmm? If you issue such certificates, you are responsible for it. This itself amounts to atrocity towards SC/ST persons.
My lord, or government.
Should we
issue the
not take
certificate.
action against this officer who has issued this certificate wrongly?
My lord, office of state office, they issue the certificate on furnishing of the application, my lord. Whichever is
So
any
father's name would not be,
And
you have
whichever-
yourself not mentioned father's name.
फादर्स ने में से पति
आपने पति का नाम डाल दिया, father का नाम नहीं डाला.
सुपुत्री.
If you had wanted a requirement,
My lord.
then you should issue certificates only in the name of the father. If your requirement is that the creamy layer has to be seen only in the name of the father,
Father, my lord.
then you should issue certificates like that. Who else is going to issue? Why should that person be deprived of his status? And create litigation before this court. Should we not impose a cost on this officer who has issued, and then you later on issued another certificate, knowing fully well that the certificate has to be issued only in the name of father?
My lord.
You are issuing certificates in name of husband.
Father's name was not,
Was not known.
and then father's name was
Mr.
not
Counsel,
filled, my
why are you
lord.
saying this?
Father's name
Call
was,
this officer, then he can answer this. You cannot say this like this. Why should a person be deprived of his status? She is a resident of Bihar.
My-
That you admit.
yes,
She is from SC category. You have given a certificate. You name her husband's name. That doesn't change her status.
The husband is also a scheduled caste.
Husband is scheduled caste or not, that is immaterial.
Yes.
Because that is
The
one.
father is also a scheduled caste. क्या ये लोग कर रहे हैं? एट्रोसिटी से ठीक कहा गया, एट्रोसिटी ही है.
Why should your administration be not hauled up for this? For creating such kind of confusion and depriving a rightful candidate from appointment?
Lord, I'm extremely sorry. Lord, I was on legs. My learned friend was assisting your lordship. Lord.
Yes, he has ably helped us. As far as you are concerned, Commission. We want to know from the state, why do they issue certificates like this? And what is the right available with that individual? Can she say the no, you write this kind of certificates?
few times I verified the same.
ये आप एक के साथ नहीं कर रहे होंगे, आप हजारों के साथ कर रहे होंगे इस तरह से.
हो रही होगी, मास के साथ हो रही होगी सर.
तो आप लोगों के साथ चला के करते हैं ना इस तरह से काम. Why should we not direct the police to take action against these officers for committing atrocities towards SC/ST people?
As per my knowledge, my
This
lord.
amounts to committing atrocity. issuing
Certificate.
wrongful certificates, making them deprived of their rightful claim for appointment.
Certificate issued on the furnishing of the.
All right,
or
we are taking cognizance of this.
information.
Yes, Mr. Counsel, please assist. You are for the government. Please assist. What do you have to say?
My lord, what happens, my lord, when any candidate who furnish the detail regarding the issuance of caste certificate, my lord, he filled up the form and giving details therein to furnish the caste certificate.
Yes.
Accordingly, my lord, the authority concerned who has been authorized.
Blindly.
My lord.
He will do it blindly. He will not.
No, my lord.
He will not look into what is the requirement under your state laws.
My lord.
If your state laws provide that the certificate has to be issued with name of father, and if that person has not provided name of father, will you issue a certificate in name of any
lord.
third person?
My lord, I communicate, my lord. My lord, the authority cannot change the nomenclature what has been filled up by the candidate, my lord. He issue in very that format, my lord. That is.
Why should he? If the requirement in law is government knows better, na? And why have you allowed these three different columns? Pati, Suputra, Suputri.
My lord,
That means a certificate can be put in name of husband.
that is why, my lord, the candidate fill up form in the column, my lord. Suppose, my lord, the candidate fill up form at the time of filling a form, my lord.
पति का नाम नहीं लिखेगी तो अदरवाइज आप कह दोगे कि आप मैरिड है, आपने ये बताया नहीं कि आपका पति का यहाँ पे कॉलम है.
My lord, he taken down the name of the husband, my lord. How can the authority
Come to that certificate. What this court is asking, please understand that. निकालिए. इसकी सेकंड कॉलम पढ़िए.
यह
ये
प्रमाणित किया जाता है कि श्रीमती सुषमा शरण
एक मिनट, जस्ट अ मोमेंट.
पति
श्रीमती कुमारी तीन चीज लिखी.
Yes, my lord.
तो if she writes Kumari, then it will be wrong. So she has to write Srimati. Now in the next column you say Pati, Suputra, Suputri.
Yes, my lord.
So she has to write Pati's name,
Yes, my lord.
right?
Yes, my lord.
But you require father's name. Where is that column for father?
My lord, there is, my lord, the Pati.
Where?
My lord, kindly see, my lord, the oblique stroke, my lord.
So if she writes Pati, father's name, she does not write her husband's name.
No, my lord.
And if she is a Srimati, she must write the name of her husband.
There is a requirement, my lord, to fill up the name of her father, my lord, so that the
Mr. Counsel, please understand. If she is a Srimati,
Yes, ma'am.
she is a married woman.
Yes, ma'am.
She has to write her husband's name.
Yeah.
Then only she can be treated as married. Right? Or is it wrong?
Yes, my
Want to know
lord.
from you.
My lord,
Then you have not got a separate column for father. Now come to the next certificate.
In this column, my lord.
My lord,
also-
Now, in
Annexure-
this certificate, you are asking
an excessive.
father, husband,
Yes, my lord.
father's name,
Yes, my lord.
then mother's name.
And
Now, why was it not there earlier? This is also from government of Bihar, and that is also from government of Bihar.
online.
That is why Supreme Court has passed this order. चलिए, देखिए. The petitioner, by way of this petition, assails the action of the respondent commission in treating her as a general candidate and denying her appointment on the post of assistant professor in Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology under the scheduled caste category. The petitioner applied under the advertisement number 20/2017 for the post of assistant professor in Department of Obstetrics and Gynecology and was called for interview and was shortlisted for interview under the SC category. She appeared for interview and as has come on record, scored 29 marks.
29.
May I have 2 minutes time, Lord? The case has been called. May I?
Yes, you, excuse. 29 marks. However, she was however, the PSC in its full bench meeting held on 8/8/2019,
Full commission meeting.
full commission meeting
My lord.
held on 8/8/2019, rejected her candidature in the SC category and shifted her to open category on the ground that the certificate issued by the respondent state was in the name of husband and not in the name of her father. The, the commission, learned counsel appearing for the commission has stated that the state government, by its order dated 6/8/2011 and 6/8/2012, had had directed that the reservation would be available to SC/ST candidates who creamy layer certificate and SC/ST certificate is in the name of father and not in the name of husband. Accordingly, they issued a notice on 14 July 2018 asking the candidates to submit a fresh certificate in the name of father alone. The cutoff last date was fixed as 7th of August 2018 for the purpose. It is the case of the petitioner that she had applied for a certificate in name of her father, which was issued to her on 17th August 2019.
My lord.
And she should not be deprived of her status as an SC candidate. It is also informed that there are 4 posts of SC category in the subject of assistant professor gynecology, which have remained vacant in the selection process. While the petitioner was duly entitled, having scored more marks than the last candidate
17
who was
marks.
selected,
17 marks.
having 18 marks.
17 marks.
18 marks.
17, my lord.
17 marks. The state council for the state has supported their action of issuing directions for certificate to be in the name of father stroke parents instead of husband of a married SC/ST candidate. As pointed out by learned counsel for the petitioner, a similar issue came up before the Supreme Court in SLP number 10776/2021, bracket में कर दीजिए civil appeal number 4242/22, R of Jain versus BPSC and connected civil appeals. Where one of the
The distinction between that case and
petitioner Anita Kumar bracket में कर दीजिए civil appeal number 4247/22 had applied under the category of SC female, but she submitted the caste certificate which contained the name of her husband at the time of interview. Later on, she sent the caste certificate mentioning name of her father on 13/11/2019, but was not considered under the said category.
I have 9 lots relevant.
The apex court held as under para 16. It is to be noticed that the
Your
aforesaid
Lordship, I'm
judgment.
extremely sorry, my lord. Another case has been called out.
You
Just
can
now
leave-
he is
you can
poking
leave.
me.
Yes, yes.
Oblige, your lordship.
Was considering matter relating to appointments in judicial services. And as the vacancies for EBC, SC and BC category had already been filled for the said year, the state was directed to adjust the said candidates of SC, EBC and BC category against future vacancies by borrowing 3/4 from future vacancies. Thus, this court finds that the action of the concerned selecting bodies in denying status to a particular category candidate was found to be wrongful. In Dolly Chandra, आ जाएगी क्या?
चिट्ठी पे निकाल देंगे मैम
Citation.
जी
Persisted. The apex court has held as a thus a status of an SC, ST, OBC candidate cannot be denied and cannot be forced to be treated as a general category candidate. The action of the PSC in treating the petitioner as general candidate is found to be therefore wrongful. This court, paragraph, before parting with this case, this court finds that it is the state government which issues certificates to the persons belonging to SC, ST, OBC, SC, ST, EBC, BC and other categories. The responsibility lies with their officers to issue certificates which are acceptable to the employing units and to the selecting bodies. A certificate issued wrongfully would amount to denying the said candidate from participation and consideration for appointment, which itself per se amounts to committing atrocity on such deprived persons. Officers who issue recklessly certificates without application of mind and without following the guidelines issued by the state government themselves should be held responsible for creating unnecessary litigation before this court. At the same time, it is to be noticed that the appointing authorities should give due weightage to a corrected certificate issued by the authorities if an earlier certificate is not in conformity with the latest guidelines. It does not mean that the candidate has lost its status of being from SC category or ST category or from EBC and other reserved categories. On account of such reasons, a candidate cannot be denied his rightful claim in his own category. Leaving it as above, comma, this writ petition is allowed. The respondents are directed to consider the case of the petitioner for appointment on the post of Assistant Professor, Gynecology and Obstetrics under the ST category on the basis of her merit.
SC category. SC category.
If she is found otherwise suitable, she shall be she shall be offered appointment from the date. Similarly placed persons having lower merit than her have been appointed with all consequential benefits. The salary, of course, shall not be paid for the intervening period, which shall be treated notionally, but her pay fixation shall be done from the day the person junior to her has been appointed, and she will also maintain her seniority. Cost of writ petition is awarded of rupees 20,000 to be paid by the state authorities.
This exercise may be done within 2 months.
Exercise to be done positively within period of 1 month from today. Today what from 1 month. From the date of submission of the